Well, doing this live thing again. Um, don't know how well it'll go today. I don't know that I'm going to make it the whole time. I got some bad news today, so I'm kind of taking another hit. You know, trying to get back up again. I I don't know. What's up? I don't know how long I'm going to be on here tonight because I was just saying I got some bad news today, so I every time I think I'm starting to maybe climb back up, nah, I don't know. I can't seem to work my way up. Nah, it's all good, man. You don't have to be sorry. I'm not doing this and telling people this stuff to be sorry. I want them to know that, I want people to know their struggles, but, you got to keep trying to do what you're trying to do. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing the live thing, even though that I feel like shit. I know you do, man. I know you do. I I'm just trying to rebuild and fix all the things that went on with me last year. And I know you are too. I don't know how long it's been going on. I'd imagine, actually, for me, it's probably been about 2 years too. It's funny how one person can affect your whole life, you know, or the lack thereof. Kind of sent the world in a tailspin a little bit, I think. At least for me and you. Yeah. That's exactly about where it is, man. Like, no matter how many times I try, it just get knocked back. So, yeah, I was trying to throw some poetry together today because if I'm going to be reading as many poems as I did last night, I'm going to need to up my poetry game. I didn't make it through a single one, but I got some good ideas down on in my tablet or in my phone. Seems like that's what everybody wants. It's why I'm here, man. As low as I am, I'm here. Still trying to do something that I feel I should do. Because, if I kind of want to be a motivational speaker maybe later on, and I think that it's important for people to know where we come from. Well, thank you. I know you shared that one of mine a while back. Um, I think your brother inspires some of my poems to a certain degree. I know I know he changed my life for the better. And I guess I'm just trying to keep on that tradition a little bit because especially now that I see how many people like it. It's not because they like it. It's I keep doing it because it seems to inspire people. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And I am not nearly the advisor that he was. Um, I didn't get to hear all of his poetry, but I heard quite a bit in his earlier years. I don't know that mine's anywhere near as good as his, but it seems like it has a similar effect on people. And I've always pretty much been a decent speaker. I've gotten better with college and stuff like that. Hey, Ravi. How are you? So that's how it goes, you know, you just, no matter how bad your day is, if you believe in something, you got to do it anyways. But I don't believe in just being chipper and happy just because that's what, you know, you're supposed to do, I guess. But I believe in continuing to do what you do. And that's why I'm here. Especially if I can make a difference in the world, even a third as much as Justice did, then it's worth trying for. I know Justice helped a lot of people. I got a late start. No, I helped people earlier too, just not as much as him. He helped me. Yeah, that was one thing. I didn't write a poem about it, and I don't even know if it was something that I wrote, but I think I did. Don't let people deprive you of your feelings. It hurts more than it helps. I know going through all the stuff that I went through this past year, I don't mean like 2019, but I mean like really like from March to March, but we're not in March yet this year. So far, it just keeps piling up more and more. So I don't know like where to go with it, but you know, um, lost my train of thought. No matter how much piles on me, I just keep pushing forward. And that's the important part. Yeah. See, my problem is I'm not good at doing me. I'm not good at fixing me. I care about too many other people. I care about everybody. And I want to do good for everybody. And until these last few months, I've not been the greatest at reaching out to people. And I'm trying to get better at that. I'm trying to do more and more and more. And That's why I'm doing this, to try to get better at it. Justice was so good at reaching out to people, everybody. He banged on that drum just to bring people in, and it worked, man. But I can't do something like that. I I'm more introverted than Justice is, so this seems like a better way to reach out to people, and it seems to touch home, especially posting the things that I write as wisdom or poetry, or when I post it, a lot of people seem to enjoy it and get something from it. And as I've seen that, I've started doing this. But I remember what I was saying before. A lot of people did the, oh man, everything will be alright, it'll get better. Just kind of like sweeping me under the rug, you know? I don't agree with that. If you're gonna, I would rather somebody not say anything at all, not ask me how I'm doing, and just leave it at that, than ask me how I'm doing, and I tell them, and they're like, oh, it'll get better, don't worry about it, you got it. Yeah, but not too many people reach out to me, man. I don't know if it's not the right timing or what. I've got I've got a couple people, but I don't have a lot that actually reach out to me. And some of that is because I'm difficult. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm difficult. Because of the introversion that I have, it's hard for me always to like take a phone call or whatever else. This is a way for me to reach out to a lot of people at one time, potentially bring some people in, and not I get awkward when there's several people, and it trips me up. You know what I mean? Like, some of it's my being polite, so when other people are talking, I just shut up, try to wait for my turn. My turn never comes. Yeah, well, I guess I label myself difficult because I feel like I'm difficult. People make me feel like I'm difficult. In person, I'm just better one on one, and like I don't do well in crowds, and you know, like if I do get to be a motivational speaker, people are like, I've had people ask me, well, how are you going to do that? Well, I'm not in the crowd. I'll be up on stage or something, you know? That's not the same thing. Like, that's in front of people. There's like a barrier there, and I can do that. It's like when I'm in the crowd and in a big group of people. And just like this past weekend, I went with my mom to dinner with her boyfriend and her boyfriend's family. And it was kind of loud, and there was like separate small tables. I'm glad somebody understands, because not many people do. Oh, why don't you get out and do something? Well, I get out in my own way. I get out where there aren't too many people, and it's just easier for me that way. I feel very awkward. But so I was sitting at the one table by myself. There wasn't anybody else. It was like paired up, two people per little table. There was probably about 9 of us, you know. And I was down at the very end, so I wasn't even in the midst of too many people, which is kind of good for me, but made it very hard to hear since it was loud music. And my mom's like, "Whoa, are you being antisocial?" I'm like, "Not intentionally." And she's like, "Yeah, right." I'm like, "I can't hear. I can hear like 3 people total from the group, and you know, that's if I focused like intently, and it didn't work out so well." It's like, no, I'm not trying to be antisocial, but you brought me to this really loud restaurant. I'm not good with it either. Even if it's family, yeah. Like I kind of just, I kind of draw to a more open area. Just easier. I get anxious in a crowd. Even if it's family or friends or, I mean, it's worse if it's people I don't know, but it doesn't have to be that bad. It can just be like a bunch of people in a room or, and plus part of it is too, people expect you to just like sit there and talk. And it's like I'm kind of more of a like a bit of a doer. Let's do something, you know? Especially these days, like go for a walk in the woods, go for a hike, go something, something. Let's work out, you know? Like let's do something while we talk. I don't know. Just not where people are. And but I mean, I guess kind of getting back to the point, I think it's important for people to know that even if you're a positive person or trying to do something positive, your life isn't always positive, man. You know? Like, I have been beaten and kicked, not literally, of course. I think I would take being beaten and kicked a lot better than the things that have been going on in the last year. Extend it to 2, because it feels like everything just kind of wraps around, starting with justice and then on down. But it's, I guess, like when I see some of these motivational speakers and stuff, like all I see really is happy. My favorite ones are the ones that actually show emotion and show that it's not always happy, but you just got to find a way to persevere and get better and get stronger and find your happy, like you were saying. But when you keep tripping and falling on your face, it's hard to find your happy. And a lot of people don't understand, like with me, like I see my happy through other people, like when I make other people happy or when I do something that they like or enjoy or makes them happy or inspires them, that really builds me up. Today's different. Yesterday was awesome. Yesterday's live was awesome as far as that goes. But today's different. It has nothing to do with the live. I'm just tired. I yeah, I really don't want to talk about specific problems on here too much. I mean, I did last night. That's kind of, I don't know if you went back and watched it or not, but I talked about, I read my dad's eulogy that he he wasn't there for me, you know, not in a way that I needed him to, but that's neither here nor there. But that's what made yesterday personal, but I wasn't going to post it for 24 hours, but I did anyways because of it. And yeah, I am not in a good way today. It's weird doing this live thing and not being the face of like boo-hooey, yah ha ha. Not really trying to be a face of boo-hooey. I just don't know. I just don't know, man. I guess I'm just gonna be done. Cause yeah.